Hey folks, Jerome Forestwood here. It's 2:15 p.m. on June 22nd, 2024 in downtown Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. It is 20 degrees outside and an overcast afternoon in the city. In this video, I walked for 2.4 kilometers, starting by the Concord Pacific Sales Center during the Concord Pacific Dragon Boat Festival, then still north on Carroll, east through Chinatown along Kiefer, north on Jackson and Heatley to meander around the East Hastings to check out the annual Strathcona Blocks Party, ending my trek by 848 East Hastings at the Blocks Party. To support the channel, click the heart icon to send me super thanks. For updates, follow me on TikTok and Instagram at jforestwood. And of course, smash that like button, share it, and subscribe. I wanna ride you all night long. If you're going my way, I wanna drive you all night long. We're not in the highway.
I got a request for you.
Hey folks, Jerome Forestwood here. We're over at the Concord Pacific Dragon Boat Festival, and I just finished up a live stream over there. You can check it out on the channel. It's in the back catalog for the live streams there. See what that event's all about. It's quite bumping today. It's on tomorrow as well. Alright, now we're going to head on over to the Strathcona Blocks Party. It's actually called Blocks with an X. We'll be heading on over through Chinatown and over to the neighborhood of Strathcona, over on West Hastings or East Hastings Street. A nice family-friendly area of the downtown east side in Strathcona. I'm just waiting for the light to change here. And of course, this is Carroll Street and Expo Boulevard. Across the street. Carroll Street is over here, the demarcation between East and West Vancouver. So we'll keep walking along Carroll Street here. Head on over to Kiefer Street, and then from there we'll walk through part of Chinatown along Kiefer Street, and then up and into the Strathcona neighborhood, just around Princess and Hawks. So definitely a bustling day here in Vancouver if you're in the downtown core. There's the International Jazz Festival on. I caught one of the acts at the youth stage this morning, and I was filming through the downtown. Just went over to the market and just I found that. I was like, wow, that's awesome. So again, Carroll, and this is the other side of Pacific heading this way. So if you're on the other side of the street where we started, that's a part of Pacific, or Expo Boulevard that heads in the other direction. So yeah, that Beamer right there, nice car, buddy. Very nice. Cool. Let's keep going here. Just gonna talk over some music. That's my problem to deal with as a vlogger. Okay, on YouTube, that's not the driver's problem. I have definitely driven around in cars playing loud music too. Most of the time, all the background noise and stuff like that from the Skytrains and stuff like that will drown out the copyright. Hey, crows. like there's some people living underneath the bridge here, which is just signs of the times here in Canada and in British Columbia. So we'll just pass through here and keep the camera straight. Give these people some privacy. Because this is just the signs of the times here in Canada. Yeah, we'll get off the bike path now and keep walking. Plenty of people coming over to Chinatown from the festival too, so that's pretty safe. Over here is Allen and Livingstone Park and the giant soccer field. That's over here right now. Doesn't look like any events are on right now, but probably something on later. Wow, they're really playing the music on over there.
Someone had a speaker.
Such is life. Now we'll cross the street here. Crossing Carroll. And then what we'll do is we'll walk on the other side of the street in a minute. Right here, we'll turn. There goes one of the police officers in the area. We get to see them out and about and around. So we'll cross right here. And we'll stay on Kiefer Street. And head on this side. We're at the rear of the Sun Yat garden on over here. Traditional Chinese garden. I have visited it on live streams and on video, so you can go into the back catalog if you want to see what that looks like. Beautiful, beautiful Chinese garden in there. Not sure if there's any more koi fish in the pond. There was a sea otter that was sneaking all the way over from False Creek, all the way over here, traveling 2 to 3 kilometers inland to eat these fish. They could just smell it. And sea otters got a great sense of smell. That's the problem. So, and koi fish are a delicacy. And some of those koi fish are actually worth like insured for like $1 million each. So they moved some of the Alaska koi fish before they got eaten. Then they caught the sea otter. But that is just life. That is just life. People walking here. So this is part of Chinatown that we're in right now. It's always good to be a little cautious in Chinatown, because it is just below the downtown east side. We're crossing Columbia Street. And the downtown east side is really have a lot of people going through a lot of issues. If you want to know more about that, you can go into the back catalog and check that out. This is the Chinese Iron Workers Memorial on over here. And let's be honest, Canada would not exist without the Chinese people, so gotta give it up to the Chinese. They were the ones who built the railroad here in Canada all the way over to British Columbia. And you can see the cultural center in the background. 2 clicks and we're back down. So I always get a little upset when people criticize Chinese Canadians again. Chinese Canadians made Canada what it is today. Otherwise it wouldn't be unified, which is different from Chinese people over in Chinatown. They're Chinese Canadians. And of course, they didn't always have the same rights that they have now. And even now, today, there are people who commit acts of racism. So, yeah, I give it up to them. Very strong diaspora, and very nice diaspora too. We enjoy the food over in this area. Beautiful, beautiful restaurants down here. Now it is the weekend, so some services will be closed, especially on a heavy festival day like today. And you have the jazz festival on, have the dragon boat races on, okay, you have the blocks party on, and have fewer people out and about. It looks like Juke Chicken's busy though, right on over here. Juke is awesome. So if you want some fried chicken and waffles, this is the place to come to. They are so good. And there's a Chinese restaurant right next to it that's also awesome. Let's keep heading up the street here. This is the intersection of Main Street and Kiefer. And we'll cross the street in a minute or two. So we'll wait for the light to change. And another 11 seconds and we'll go. And continue along Kiefer Street here. There's a series of restaurants along here as well, including the secret restaurant over in the Happy Valley Turf Club, just on over there. You gotta know the secret password to get in. You can check Vancouver's awesome plug for that. I give you the password in the blog. It's about a year old, the story, so that'll help give you a point when you're searching for it. Keep walking here. Just passing up Kiefer Street here. There's good restaurants and on both sides. There's also grocery stores and bakeries, as well as some fish shops as well in the area. This would be one of the dry goods and medicinal stores. Yeah, no problem. And you'll see several of those along the way. And each of them offers something a little different. Looks like they're doing a little tour there. Good to see. Keep walking here. Oh, we're doing some construction on over here. Over there is the museum here in Chinatown. I'll tell you the story about Chinatown over in the Sun Hua Center right here. Sun Hua Center. And here's the Sun Fresh Bakery House right on over here. These guys are actually pretty good. Bet there's a lineup in here right now. Let's see. Yeah, there's a lineup. So come on over here if you want some good baked goods. These guys are great. Check that out. Spend money here. We keep walking here now. And then of course you got your local butcher shops. These guys are good too. And really almost everything in here is good. We haven't tried it all. And I'm not the one that tends to go into the dry goods and medicinal store. It's Asif goes. He often gets the little shrimp in there that are super salty. You can put those with green beans. Oh, it pops. And also put them in other things like laksa and stuff like that. Adds a bit of extra protein. So we'll just wait right here. For the lights to change. It's the intersection of Gore and Kiefer Street. And feel free to explore in and around this area. But if you head this way, 2 blocks that way, so you head on into the downtown east side. So it's good to, after Pender Street, it's good to stay out of there unless, of course, that's the thing that you actually want to see. That's not my jam. So I don't tend to go on in there. And what we'll be doing is we'll be going through Chinatown, the residential section here, and into Strathcona. So once we cross the street here at Gore Vale, we're now leaving Chinatown, and we are heading into the Strathcona neighborhood. So we're now in Strathcona. Lots of Chinese residents over in this area as well, being so close to Chinatown, which is literally adjacent. And what we'll be doing here is just walking underneath this section and then on over to Jackson, Princess Street, that type of area, Hawks Ave, and head on up to the Strathcona Blocks Party. On this side of the street, this is your Chinese community, condominiums. There's also a Montessori school here, the Strathcona Montessori School. And then over on this side over here, this is your subsidized housing. They're very, very reminiscent of the social housing you would see over in Toronto back in the day. And this is the cooperative housing on over here. So this housing over here, this is very reminiscent of the old Alexandria Park, the old buildings you would see in Regent Park, as well as on Victoria Park Ave in Toronto. And you can see the similar structures that are built over here in Vancouver as well. I would say one thing, the buildings over here are much more well taken care of and much less worn down. So it's just interesting to see both parallels as well as the contrasts. Let's keep walking here. We're at Jackson Ave now. And we're at the 400s for Kiefer Street. Over here now we can head up one more block around the school to West Pender. Stay on this side of the street. Crows are having fun over at the local school. Students will be getting out next week. Looks like we got some police officers coming on over from the Strathcona Blocks Party. Good to see. On over here, this is the Lord Strathcona Public School. Public schools over here are very and much different from public schools that you would see in other parts of the country. They're not winterized in the same way because this is, of course, is a much warmer climate. Over there's the Chinese Social Development Society. And we'll cross the street here. We're gonna go one more block up just to be safe. But generally you can go down Jackson Street and up to East Hastings there and be fairly safe. Spillover really doesn't come that much further into the area from the downtown east side, East Hastings strip. You can see on over here, it's really just like family-friendly area with a lot of different condominiums and just like, you know, gated communities. And like the gates aren't high, so it's not like they're really working hard to keep people out. So looks like this property is just been sold right here at the end. Huh. Very cool. This must be part of the original school back in the day. Looks like the older design. So over here we're at Princess. We're gonna go one more block up. Yeah, we're gonna go one more block up and get to the 600s where the festival starts. Otherwise, you can walk into some unsavory characters. But hey, if that's your jam, that's your jam. Lucy loves that type of drama on her channel. She does walking videos as well in and around Vancouver. So if that's your jam, that's a channel where you can check that stuff out. Me, I'm much more chill. I don't want that drama. Let's keep walking here. See just how quiet it is. And over here, this is Heatley. I was saying Hawks, but I meant Heat. And we'll go up Heatley Street. And we'll be on over at the Strathcona Blocks Party. Oh, check that out. Now, this is a new event. Last year was only the second time it was on. So this is something that's slowly going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. But it's not quite there yet. So it's a very small event. I mean, this is how festivals do get started. Oh, look at that old car right there. Oh, we're going to turn north on Heatley here. And here we are. You can see like we're in a nice area. There's even a little shop on over there. Okay. Family friendly. And see how drastically it changes when you're in this area as opposed to if you go and you check out what's typically considered the downtown east side. From East Hastings Street, around Abbott Street, all the way over to Princess Street. And then like a few blocks over, you got regular breweries. People just out and about sitting out here. Stanley Park Brewery right there. and just enjoy themselves. Look at those mountains. Wow. Just wow. So let's head on the other side of the street and then we'll come back on this side for you. There's one more kiosk, it looks like, right over there, but it's pretty much where it starts. Oh, across the street. And welcome to the Strathcona Blocks Party. Again, it's super tiny. You can see different stalls out here. It's not going to be well frequented, but when we get over to the beer area, you'll see a lot more people. As we move along. Another trash. Cool. You got the gate open, you can head on in. Very, very cool. Different vendors out selling their wares. Let's see right on over here, Retro Modern. They're open on the weekend today for the festival. This is the old Astoria Hotel over here. And you can see the sign. This place has been changing over time. It's got a nice little bar in there. It does have live music and live events in there too, believe it or not. So come on over, check it out. This is a very tight-knit community. This is the East Hastings Community Garden. This is one of the most well-kept community gardens in the neighborhood and in all of Vancouver. It's like they're growing a whole bunch of onions in there. That looks awesome.
Just over there,
You know what's really
Here's Hawk Street right here. So just wait for the light to change here. Nothing to hit. This is the intersection over here of Hawks and East Hastings Street. You can head up this street right here, which we'll head on up at the end, and head on over to McLean Park just to chill out and finish up. Looks like it's our turn to cross. Oh man. Oh man, what can you say? There's the main grounds on over there. Those are the central focal points of the event. You can see people over here enjoying some ice cream. We're at Hype Chocolate. See how busy it is in here? Look at that. It's so busy in here. Come here and spend some money. Look at that. Wow, that's awesome. There's like cotton candies flying out from there. It's just swirling all around our heads right now. That's cotton candy. There's the Strathcona Blocks Party sign, just so you know it really is on. Again, newer event. And this is year 3 of the event. So it's not as busy as other places, but hey, you can say this is how you start a festival. And, lots of nice seating for people. You got the art gallery on here. This is part of the Vancouver Art Walk. Very cool. And look at that right there. Oh, a whole bunch of stuff in here. Come on in here and check this stuff out. Don't worry about it. There's the 16 Arbutus bus for you. Killer Mike's coming to the Jazz Festival. Hip hop artists continue to put more jazz into their festival. As they go along. And of course, here's the brewery right on over here. Come on down, check out the brewery if you're in town. Spend money here, give the waitresses tips. They got a skate ramp over here. This is a really busy skate community too. So, yeah, they got a skate ramp at the back there. That's cool. That's cool. This is the beer tent on over here. This is the beer garden. And of course, this is over here at the Strathcona Beer Co. You can get your beer right there from the local brewery. And check out the event. Come on down here. This place is awesome. Let's cross the street. There's a few more businesses down here that'll probably be participating, but this is the end of the festival. So we'll walk back on the other side of the street so you can see the other side. Good to see the VPD out here today doing their job. A regular day for them, and they're doing a great job. So we'll wait right here. And looks like we can cross. So we're crossing East Hastings. And here's the strip right here. You can see the Together on top of the Strathcona Beer Co. A nice beautiful mural right there. And over here, this is the Strathcona Community Center. Or sorry, the Raycam Cooperative Community Center in Strathcona. I mix them up sometimes. Over here, there's a beautiful little mural that will show you all the different areas here on the downtown east side and in and around Strathcona. Let's head on over to the next event. Side of the festival. There's the brewery for you one more time. This is one of your safe sites, as we'll call it. You can see what it says outside.
Yeah, it looks like they must have like that entire street kind of blocked off.
So that is in and around the community based on where we're adjacent to. Strathcona Community Police Center gives them an opportunity to come out and engage with the public. Over here, this is the garden in Strathcona. Nice little restaurant in town. Sounds like they got some live music on over here. Very, very cool. Looks like they got a local market here too. Check that out. Check this out. This is awesome. Look at that. It's so cool. Got some live streamers here. Nice little festival down here. Lots of different vendors. That's so cool. Check it out. And then you come on over to the giant gate. It looks like they got a few vloggers in here with some heavy duty cameras. And there's just little me with my little camera. There you can get your block party bags right there. They're getting freshly printed. Okay, come on over here. Looks like these guys are getting ready. I might have to put a track in the background for you folks just to mix the music. I got Mama's Fish and Chips over there. They are a mainstay when they come here. And these guys are awesome. And then you got the Shameless Buns right on over here. They're great too. You can see the crowds. And then finally check this out right here. You got Nami here too. And they're actually over in the HSBC building now too, so check them out. These guys are great. You can also see them at Trout Lake every once in a while. And then just look at this right here. So awesome. People just out and about enjoying some lunch. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. And then of course right on over here, they have this cool funky thing. I gotta give it up to Strathcona. They know how to party. Right here. Look at that right there. Nice little Strathcona sign. It's so awesome. Just gonna stay out of that guy's way just so he can do his thing. And then of course they got the Canucks down here too, the kids games. So gotta give it a big up here. That's awesome. Anyways, folks, I think I'm gonna end it here. So anyways, thanks for coming to the Strathcona Blocks Party, and yeah, come and check this out. If you don't get to it this year, come next year. It's gonna be on again, probably. It looks like it's getting bigger every year. So anyways, folks, thanks for coming along today. Just remember to share, like, and subscribe. Talk to you later. Look at this. Just look at that. That's awesome.